Now that the barrel nut assembly has had time to dry with the red Loctite, we're ready to attach the barrel. And to do that, I use this thing from Magpul called, I believe they call it a bev block, and it has the lugs for the barrel to fit into. And basically you just attach it to the upper like so, put the pin in, insert the bolt carrier without the bolt, and you can put the charging handle in here to make it easier to get it out later, but you don't need to really, but I'll go ahead and do that. And fits tightly right there, as you can see. Just kind of snugs it up when you put it in the vise, which is what we're going to do right now. And I like to mount the barrels completely vertical rather than horizontal, so all the weight of the barrel is not pulling in one direction or the other. It's just straight down into the receiver. So we're going to go ahead and lower the barrel down in there, make sure it fits into the slots, and then this is the actual barrel nut. It threads inside this adapter that fits on the threads on the receiver. Before we put that on there, we're going to put some of this anti-seize grease on there. Since this is steel to aluminum, it's always a good idea to use anti-seize. So we'll put enough of that on there to coat that thing fairly well. And we're going to drop that down on there. Now I have this little sock, or whatever you care to call this thing, over the barrel. The barrel's been Cerakoted, and I'm just trying to protect it. Go ahead and thread that on in there. Like so. Then we're going to get the included barrel nut wrench, or adapter for the wrench, that fits on there, and thread it in the rest of the way. Like so. Pull that up a little, make sure it doesn't get caught in there. Now, this calls for a 1 3/8" wrench, or in this case crow's foot, and as in the instructions, we're going to tighten and loosen this thing 3 or 4 times. So we're just going to go ahead and, it's about 40 pounds of torque. Got to loosen it up. Then back up to 40 again. A couple more times ought to do it. And one more time. And I think for this last one, I'm going to turn it up to 50 pounds. So I've got it set to 50 pounds now. I'm going to do the final tightening. This will be it. And that's 50 pounds, which is more than sufficient. It really doesn't require much more than that. Now, the next step would be to put the gas tube and gas block on there. We're going to do that next.